Hi, welcome to the session of Nick. We are going to talk about objections and how to deal with them. So my name is Sophia and I am the current OGV consultant. And today we are going to talk about how you can learn the objections that an AP can have, learn how to deal with these objections, real case scenarios, and tips and final conclusions. So the type of objections that we have like only two, and we have the real objections and the fake objections. The real ones are usually more complex. The EP shows interest that really wants to go on an experience, and there's a objection for them not to go. Normally, there is like some type of problem that makes them stay in their own country, and they really have points and like a story behind their objection. So they are more complex themselves. And the fake objections are actually the very contrary to real objections because they are a little bit general, and the majority of them are objections that a lot of EPs give to us. Normally, these EPs are not very interested from the beginning, and usually it is very normal for these fake objections to be something related to nothing that we can do about it. So, like we leave them alone. Well, let's talk now about some objections that exist. The first one is the I don't want to go alone. So this EP usually is introverted, usually is someone that has a little bit of fear of the unknown. So you should really go, well, you can choose the path that you can go there. Two of them. The first one is find opportunities with more than one slot. So you are sure that there will be more than one EP at this opportunity. You can really search in the IGV tools from the other entities, from our partners, to see how many EPs will be in their opportunity. And some IRs create a group with EPs before the experience. So it is a matter of asking if they are going to do that. So you should ask to these bursaries if they eventually will create a group, and they do the IPS, incoming preparation seminar as well. So you can explain to the EP that he is going to meet other EPs before the experience starts. And then you have the other path that is to show how an Isaac experience can change their perspective. So if an EP has a fear for the unknown, maybe it's better for them to go alone to this country so they can overcome their fear. So you can really choose about these two options, and according to the type of EP that you have, you can choose better. Then the other one is my parents don't allow it. Well, this one usually comes out more than the last one that I talked about. And there's a thing that you can do. You can schedule a meeting with the parents and like for them to meet Isaac and really feel that their child, daughter, or son, they are going to be safe with us. You should really present numbers, how many completed there were, how many people already went to this type of opportunity or country or region, and how it went. Then you should really talk about the standards, how we track the standards, how we make sure that the standards are delivered, so there are no incidents. And then you can always talk about how Isaac can develop someone and really showcase some people that went to other countries and what they developed. The other one is I don't like the country. This one is a little bit difficult to talk with, but you can try to know the country that they want to go in the first call and why. So you can find like similar countries to it by these reasons. You can always sell the reason of an opportunity as great for the EP. So you should really prepare good facts about it. Like you can always search for sites and places that they could visit. And then you should really think about why they want to go to an experience with Isaac. Like, do they want to develop themselves? Do they want to really volunteer and have an impact in the world? Do they just want to go to another country? So you should really understand why aren't other countries good for their objective with the country that they are looking for. Then we have the other one. There is, I don't want to go to these countries. Normally is because they fear something in that. They don't like it because, for example, it's dirty. So you should really showcase this some experience that happened there. Ask for promotion materials to the IRs, and really make showcasing about the country and show how they are so young, and really let them know that this is the only age that they can go to a challenging country and have a challenging experience. Then we have the I don't have the money, and this one is a little bit difficult to overcome. And this is a tricky one because this can be a real objection and a fake objection. But you can talk about the privileges that Isaac experience has before talking the money, because if you talk about the money before anything else, they subconsciously will make the decision that they don't want to come to other country to have this experience. So you should always talk about the privileges, what they are going to learn, what they are going to impact, for them to have develop interest in that. Then make them understand how this is an investment for their future. How is it good to find jobs, because they can have a different CV than the other applicants, how they are going to grow as a person and in soft skills and hard skills. And then you should have a moment with them to understand where they are now and where they would be if they go on an experience. So it can be like strengths and weaknesses that an EP have, and how they can transform their weaknesses in strengths by doing this experience. Then now I'm going to talk about two real case scenarios that are like they're not very different, but they are the contrary to one another. So there was an EP that didn't have any experience, an OGT EP that didn't have any experience, and he didn't want to go to a country that was India, and only wanted to go to countries in Europe. But all the opportunities in Europe at that time would ask for people that would have more experience, and as he didn't have, there wasn't possible. But we tried to make him accepted for these opportunities either way, but he was rejected from all of them. So 3 months later, he contacted us again and told that he was willing to go to India for an internship project and accepted all the things that would come from there. And in the end, he didn't come back and wanted to stay in India for also his master's degree. So this person was someone that had this vision about India, that it was very dirty, he wasn't going to develop himself, it wasn't interesting. And actually, it was so good that he didn't want to come back to his country and stayed there. And the other opportunity, well, as I said, is a little bit of the contrary of that we had an opportunity in Italy for an EP. and the EP didn't want to go there because it was a developed country and they wanted to go to an underdeveloped one. And you should really think about how and why they want to do this, but normally it's because they think that developed countries don't need help, what is actually not true at all, because a developed country is not a developed country anymore if they think that they don't need help. So you should really try to explain and show to him where exactly was the opportunity, and present articles and news showing him how there was no help needed in Italy. We showed them showcasing about other EPs that went to that opportunity, or somewhat a familiar one, and that could really understand how Italy and this region of Italy really needed help. And he understood and went in the experience, but you can always talk to them about how the voluntary has a really big psychological impact on you. So normally we would recommend that an EEP that doesn't have any experience with volunteering for this long, they should always start smaller, in the, for example, safer space, or something that won't be a risk for them to do, because there is some false expectations about going to undeveloped countries, that you are going to help everyone, but actually it can happen that the one that needed help is them, because they don't know what to do, they feel lost, they don't know how to deal with pressure, how to deal with this type of things, and there's always a more a bigger possibility to have some type of thing that doesn't go that well. So we always talk with the EP and have a serious conversation about this. So for the final conclusions, if an EP really doesn't want to go in an experience, or can't really go to an experience, you can always sell them other opportunities such as membership. So for them to be part of your LC, or engagement with Isaac activities like you speak forum and for the largest lesson, then you should take your time to listen to your EP, like analyze, is what they are saying true, why they are saying that. Try to know the possibility of these objections happening before the first interview or first session for that, because you can prepare better for the possible objection that they are going to say. So you can really focus on the flow of the meeting. You can focus how you are going to persuade them to go on this experience. So without further ado, thank you very much for listening to me. If you have any questions, you can ask me. This is my email, my number, and Instagram. So I hope I see you there, and have a really nice week. Bye.